Hi, my name's James Smith. I'm Head of Technology at the college. Sorry I can't be with you tonight. I kind of wussed out and wanted to travel home in daylight with all this snow and ice. But I thought it was important that I did this video message to explain my funding proposal in a bit more detail. Basically what we want to do, we want to create a CAD/CAM suite in the place of where the technology office is at the moment. We want to knock down a wall, put some benching round, and have these two machines, the 3D router and the 3D printer. 3D printer will help us develop our Key Stage 3 curriculum. At the moment, students design in SolidWorks 3D design package, but have no output to it at the moment. They basically design things, and what's really important, the students understand what they're designing, how it looks like in reality, and what this 3D printer will do, it will be able to output small ideas and designs in 3D. You've probably heard it on the news. Basically, what it's like the way the company explained it. It's a bit like a glue gun, and prints over a certain area around about 150 millimeters by 150 millimeters cubed, and a fan cools the hot plastic in place, and it creates objects which you've got a couple of examples there, the little helix pot and the head of a person, all done in 3D printing, which is brilliant to get things that work together, no matter how small, would be massive. You know, students could see relevance, could see actually what it's like in industry. Designers designing, outputting to a rapid prototype machine, and that having that physical object in your hand to test to see if it works would be absolutely brilliant. The second machine is a 3D router, and that will be able to develop our extracurricular areas. So we can start designing and making the F1 in schools cars. You've got an example of what a part of one in front of you, which is the car, done out of some high density foam. Students can compete with other students nationally and regionally in the F1 in schools competition. Basically, they design and make an aerodynamic car which is propelled with compressed air. So I think that will engage some students that don't do extracurricular clubs and really enthuse them. Also, the 3D router would be used massively in GCSE controlled assessment work. Students can make vacuum forming moulds. They can make parts that they wouldn't normally be able to make. Lots of domes and spheres, which is really hard to make by hand. But also it will give an output once again to Key Stage 4 work. Students can design and make something very quickly. So they could design something in SolidWorks, again that piece of software that we've got that's an industry standard software, and output either a model or a part or maybe all of their project on the 3D router. So it's significant. Also looking to upgrade two machines, the milling machine and the CNC lathe. Both are used quite a lot within school, but the issue is that it needs a technician or a teacher to set them up. The students miss some really good applied maths of setting machines with tolerances and things like that. Now, upgrading those machines will allow us to do that. It makes them less complicated to set up, and they retain some of the settings, which will help students massively. So this is really to keep us cutting edge. 7 years ago you helped us fund a laser cutter. That laser cutter gets used every day. It's probably the hardest working machine at Hope Valley College. It's used every lesson virtually and is always on. But technology's changed. Students have seen that before. You know, it's part of the furniture now, and we want the students to be enthused in technology and to see technology in action. You know, up-to-date technology in action within school, and you know, it's fundamental to the curriculum to keep it updated. If it's an outdated curriculum, students won't be enthused and will learn outdated things. So that's the main rationale behind it. I hope you'll support this proposal. If you do, once we've got it up and running, it'll be great for you to have your meeting down in the technology department to see the impact it has in terms of the students' work, but in terms of the facilities as well. And I'd be more than happy to host that. So again, just sorry I'm not there tonight. And if you've got any questions, please email me at jsmith@hopevalley.derbyshire.sch.uk, and I'll answer any questions. And thanks very much.